Tommy Rees is the surprise selection for Nick Saban in Alabama. Welcome into the Voice of College Football. We talk Tide here with Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama. In my own words, it airs right here on YouTube each Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 Central. Stephen, how you doing today?
Doing great, Mark. We got the news. Tommy Rees, the new offensive coordinator for Alabama, replacing one Bill O'Brien. Rees comes over from Notre Dame. It was a shock to a lot of people because the 30-year-old, not necessarily the biggest name hire, but this may be just what Nick Saban wanted to have happen.
Yeah, so people are looking for a resume. They're looking for prolific offenses in Tommy Rees's background. And I'm looking at total offense figures at Notre Dame for 2020, 21, and 22 of 26, 45, and 60th in the country. And that's not going to wow people. So, of course, Alabama and college football fans are wondering why Nick Saban would choose Tommy Rees.
Well, I think, Mark, a lot of people looked at, not just those numbers, but he's not the quote-unquote state-of-the-line name that Alabama fans are accustomed to. But when you contextualize things and you pull out the importance, Tommy Rees can develop a quarterback. We saw him take Brandon Wimbush at Notre Dame, get all he could get out of him. We saw him take a 3-star and Ian Book from ground zero, turn him into being an NFL quarterback, got drafted in the 4th round by the New Orleans Saints. We even saw him take Jack Cohn, a transfer from Wisconsin, did some very nice things with him. In terms of the run game, Tommy Rees took Josh Adams and Kyron Williams, made those guys 1,000, 1,400-yard backs, took a tight end and Chase Claypool, and made him a second-round pick to the Steelers. So if you take things contextually, Tommy Rees, there's not a whole lot of talent. So when you take the talent that you have and you produce something with it, Nick Saban respects that. But also Tommy Rees was the backup quarterback on that 2012 BCS championship game team for Notre Dame that faced Alabama in that matchup. So when you compete against Coach Saban, he holds that in high respect. But then also, when you are able to take what you have and produce the most out of it, Saban holds that in high respect too.
Yeah, some of our younger fans may not realize Tommy Rees played quarterback at Notre Dame, started 30 games, threw 61 touchdowns, 37 picks, one off-season week in the NFL. That was it, just a cup of coffee in the off-season with the Washington Redskins. Stephen M. Smith talking Tide and Tommy Rees to Bama. I guess the other concern for Bama fans would be this, or for College Football Nation, where it doesn't seem like a fit, is, of course, those Notre Dame teams under Tommy Rees's direction, very run-oriented, offensive line leaning, power running game, where obviously Bama, ever since Lane Kiffin kind of transformed this offense in 2014, has been high flying.
Yes, but at the same time, Mark, I think this is where Nick Saban kind of wanted to get back to a lot of that ground and pound, lean into the run game, lean into the offensive line, quarterback kind of sort of manage things. And for the first time with this hire of Tommy Rees, he can do this because you don't have a proven quarterback, right? With Lane Kiffin, you had a proven guy with a Jacob Coker. Steve Sarkisian, proven guy with a Tua Tagovailoa and a Mac Jones. With Bill O'Brien, kind of work with a proven guy and a Bryce Young. So now for the first time, you don't have that proven quarterback. Ty Simpson didn't play at all this past season. You had Jalen Milroe, of whom didn't throw much at all. So you have a clean slate in terms of who's your quarterback going to be. So this allows Tommy Rees to kind of take his time to really mold and develop and work with that quarterback. And it gives Nick Saban the opportunity to go back to what he once did. Lean into physicality, lean into toughness, lean into run game, lean into offensive line, lean into elite defensive play should you hit on the defensive coordinator coming soon, because there's a vacancy there as well. So Saban now has a chance to lean back into what made Alabama good.
And to Rees's defense, he never had a quarterback the likes of a Bryce Young, Mac Jones, Tua Tagovailoa at Notre Dame, first and foremost. And to his defense, for this past season, he had 2 inexperienced quarterbacks, and the one that was chosen for the starting spot was injured in game 3. So he missed his starting quarterback the entire season. And then Tyler Buckner was able to come back in the bowl game and light up South Carolina and win the Gator Bowl MVP when he got that second chance on the field. Stephen, now that we've got you commenting on the quarterback room there at Alabama, of course, we do have Ty Simpson. We do have Jalen Milroe that we saw for the Arkansas fourth quarter and the Texas A&M game, and we do have the 2023 signees. So what is your lay of the land? Of course, it's extremely early. We haven't seen spring practice, but in regards to their individual development and their styles and strengths.
Well, right now, when you look at the quarterback room, Mark, I mean, you start off with Jalen Milroe, just an incredible athlete. We know what he can do running the ball. We've seen his legs. We saw it against Arkansas last year. We've saw it at times throughout his tenure so far. One of the fastest guys, if not the fastest guy on the team. That's his strength, the running ability. The passing ability is where Milroe has got to take that leaps and bounds of improvement. He does have a strong arm, but can he corral it? Can he be accurate with it? The timing, the ball placement, reading of defenses. Can he have all of those things refined in his game? That's where he is right now. An incredible athlete, but has to get the passing in order. When you look at Ty Simpson, who has added weight and muscle mass to his frame, Ty Simpson can be an accurate passer. He does have some mobility in his game. How far has he gotten in the playbook would be my question for him, because we didn't really see much of him last year. So how far has Simpson gotten the playbook? How far has Simpson grown in that development as a complete player? We will see that a lot, this spring. And then you have your two freshmen in Eli Holstein from Louisiana, Dylan Larnigan out of Georgia. Both guys athletic. Both guys can put the ball on a dime. But with them, it's growth of the playbook. It's their body structure and adding weight to the frame and understanding the system and the culture that is Alabama football. So that's what Holstein and Larnigan have to do. Thankfully for both of those guys, they're already on campus. They're already enrolled, taking place in the fourth quarter program and off-season workouts prior to spring ball. So all four guys have different strengths, but all four guys have things that they have to do in order to see, can they make the starting quarterback job theirs? When I look at Jalen Milroe, just off the fact that you have Tommy Rees from the offense, if something was to break down, Milroe has the athleticism to make plays happen. The big thing for Milroe is if he can take growth in the passing game, he can be very dangerous as the starting quarterback.
At Coaching M. Smith is the Twitter handle. Stephen M. Smith, Touchdown Alabama, In My Own Words is his show here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 Central. Get there. Stephen, we appreciate you stopping by, laying down the knowledge for us.
Rip, I appreciate you guys, Mark. Enjoy your Saturday.